Hey guys, Kevin here to bring you a new video today, or I want to talk about something that I've been kind of obsessed with lately. It's a new album by Taylor Swift called Lover. Now, I actually have two versions of the album. No, this was not an accident. I planned this. This is a pre-order off Amazon, and this is a special edition of the album. You can see it says Album 2. You can only get it at Target, and I pre-ordered it from Target, so I never actually went to the store to get it, so I didn't see what it looked like. But from what I could see, there was like kiosks that had like all four different versions of this album. So there's basically four different versions, four different deluxe versions of the album, and each of them have a poster, um, some extended voice memos for two particular songs, and then some journal entries, which I have not read yet. I do need to. But I'm going to be going over this album and why I think it's the best Taylor Swift album, and just an overview of what makes it great, the different tracks in it, and why it's, I would say, the best Taylor Swift album, and I would say one of my favorite albums of all time. We'll get to that. Oh. So let's go through the songs though, because I think each of these songs, after listening to this, I've listened to this album 6 times now, and the album has only been out for a little under like week and a half. So I've listened to it 6 times, so I've gotten like a feel for like what each of the song means, what each of the songs mean, like like how meaningful they are, like the tunes, like I've gotten I've given the songs a chance to grow on me, which I mean after the first listen, they definitely grew on me a lot more. I don't know, the first listen around just I was like, okay, this is cool. But then I actually like listened to it a second time, like, wow, this is actually really good. And then like, I'm not much of like a lyrics person, but like, listening to the lyrics of certain songs, like specifically on this album, like it actually made the songs like more like meaningful and like more enjoyable to me. The fact that I knew the meanings of these songs, like, and I don't know, I just found that cool that each song had its own unique meaning, I guess. Um, and then along with the great tune it had, it just made it extremely enjoyable. But like, anyways, let's just go through the tracks though, because they're all they're all pretty much great. I forgot that you existed. Is the opening track to the album. Now, when I've listened to this album multiple times in a row, um, I I have multiple times cycled through the album after already been listening to it, because when this song comes on, like it's so great, like at the beginning, and it just instantly reels you in with how catchy it is. It's just a really catchy song. It's not like that long of a song, but it's a really catchy song, and the moment you start hearing it, you're like, ah, this is such a great song. But it's it's really catchy, really fun to listen to. Not in my favorites, but it's pretty close. I would say it's about it's about just waking up and not remembering this person who was haunting you for so long, who was stuck in your memories, which is kind of like something that I can relate to, because not to say names, but like I've dealt with people like that, where it's just like you hope you just forget about them one day, like in like what they did to you, I guess. But like, and then like I'm like, yeah, I mean that's kind of like where I'm at now with that person, so that's kind of good, like nice. Like I don't know, it just has a good meaning to it. Like you're just indifferent. You just don't care for this person anymore. You don't love them. You don't hate them. Yeah. And then the next song is "Cruel Summer." This song is about loneliness and about not being able to get relationships, specifically during the summertime. She talks about like playing with a shiny toy, mm, and then like being drunk in the back of her car crying, waiting for her lover to show up outside. Just different things that symbolize the fact that she's lonely and just wants someone there, and she wasn't getting anyone, and she calls it a cruel summer because of that. And like tune wise, like I think that's a great meaning. Tune wise, it's a great song. Also up there with with I Forgot That You Existed. With it's pretty close to all time favorites on the album. But yeah, it's solid. It's solid. You know, I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's solid as well. Next one is Lover. Lover is fantastic. Lover, I would say, is on the favorites tier because it's so great. It's just so wholesome and beautiful, and it's just about a lover. You know, it's pretty self-explanatory. The meaning about it. It's just this is Taylor Swift's lover. Like this is the person she loves. She'll stick with them forever. Yeah, that's basically it. But the tune is amazing. It's an amazing song. That's all I don't know what else to say. It's just an amazing song. Um, it's so fun to listen to. Now the next one also I would say my favorite. This one belongs in the favorites. The Man. Now the Man has an embedded meaning to it that if you discover it, it kind of strikes a chord with you, or at least it did for me. Once I discovered the meaning about it, and then it's one of those songs like if you listen to it multiple times, I feel like it'll grow on you also. Like it grew on me like after first time listening to it for sure, and it's just extremely fun to listen to, extremely catchy, you know, like every song. But you know, The Man is actually about it's about it's about like sexism, I guess. Like it goes over that issue. It talks about the fact that that Taylor, like if she was a man, like she'd have gotten who she would wanted by now, and um, sorry about that. And she would have gotten who she wanted by now if she was a man. And she's saying like I'm so sick of running as fast as I can. Um, Wonder if I get there quicker if I was a man because it's just like I guess like the imbalance between men and women when it comes to relationships that she's assessing and like how she'd be a fearless leader if she was a man. Like I don't know. You have to really listen to this song to know like how it the message it's getting at. But it's basically saying like you know women aren't treated the same way when it comes to relationships as men, which is an important message I think. And then the next song is The Archer. Archer is a very deep tune. It's a pretty like deep song. I don't know. It's very mellow. Like really emotional. Um, it's it's pretty. It's got a lot of heart to it. I do admire it. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's it's pretty great. Yeah. I don't know. It's not like an amazing song, but it's definitely a good song. It's just about you know, Taylor Swift. She's become the archer because she's been the prey. So now she's becoming the archer and trying to find her lover. I guess is what it amounts to. I don't know. Like it's that one's a little like complicated. I guess it's like she's been the archer. I've been the prey. Who could ever leave me, darling? But who could stay? So like she's basically implying like, well, I mean, a lot of people aren't staying with me, so time to go look for them, I guess. I don't know. I don't know the exact meaning of that, but yeah, that's like rough rough guess. But next you have I Think He Knows. Also a fantastic song. I'd say that's up there, like pretty close to favorites, because if you listen to it, it's pretty catchy on the outside, and you know it's kind of a bop. It's just like you can jam to it like all these songs, I guess. I mean, but I Think He Knows is it's specifically about if you actually understand the meaning to it, it's actually a really like um, I want to say almost like sexual song. Almost it's pretty romantic actually. It's about um, it's about Taylor Swift like crushing on this guy and like he's got my heartbeat skipping down 16th Avenue, like show me what's under that attitude. There's like, I guess it's like innuendos, but like, um, but yeah, like, and then she's just like, I think he knows, like, isn't I think he knows that I like him, and like, it's a song about a crush, I guess, is essentially what it is. But yeah, it's a really good song. Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince. This one is also a fantastic song. Um, you know, this one is about being like the popular person in school, but still getting ridiculed because you have so many eyes on you who are like pressuring you to fit in and do the right thing. And every time something goes wrong with you, you're like looked down upon because you did the wrong thing. So it's basically about like the downfall of being popular. I think I nailed that like pretty spot on. That one's pretty good meaning to it. Um, Beat wise, it's not the greatest, but it's I love the meaning to it, and um, it's still pretty fun to listen to, of course. So yeah, I really enjoyed that one. And then Paper Rings. This one has a meaning that I'm still trying to figure out because it's just about like she's basically saying throughout the song that she wants to marry this guy, which I'm like, okay, I mean it can't just be that, right? But the thing is, like, I want to marry. She says, I want to marry you with paper rings. Like at that, she says that line, like, like, and like this is just like a guess. I mean, like you really can't know from the lyrics, in my opinion, but this is just like a guess that she wants to marry this guy with paper rings because she doesn't want to like commit, I guess, to having like a full on relationship, I guess. I don't know. That's like a tough one, but I mean, it's just like that's also a fun like bubbly song just about like loving someone basically. Um, if you really boil it down to just be simple, it's just about her being in love with someone. Um, but I guess if you want to look deeper, you could look at that paper rings meaning. But yeah, and then Cornelia Street, number 8. Um, this one's pretty dark. It's a dark shift from Paper Rings. I'd say definitely. Cornelia Street is about like a history of heartbreak that Taylor had. It's specifically about like um, she goes walking down this street called Cornelia Street, and it's like she recalls this bad memory of her having heartbreak in this place, and like she's like, I don't want to walk that street again. She's basically implying like I don't want to go back to this street because this is where I had heartbreak. So like it's like a reminiscent song, I guess. Um, Also not my favorite one, but great meaning. Still definitely an enjoyable tune. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. And then Death by a Thousand Cuts. This is, I would say, this is probably like one of the lower ones, honestly, on the list. It's not amazing, but I think it's good. I think it's just about breakup. I'm pretty sure. I didn't really look too deep into this one. Um, she just says it's death by a thousand cuts. I'm pretty sure it's about someone breaking up with her. I want to say, I'm not positive though, but yeah, it's an enjoyable song. Not the best melody, good chorus, but it's decent. Um, Next one, this is my least favorite song on the album. Now, the thing about this album is there's no bad song on this album, and that's why it's amazing. Because, like, I don't feel like you could call an album amazing and have there be a bad song on it, because I don't think there's really a bad song on it. But this is my least favorite song. It's called London Boy. It's just about, like, the chorus is okay. Like, I don't really like the verses, and the meaning isn't really that, like, interesting, I guess. It's literally just about like she she likes London guys better. Like that's it. Like she likes London. She resided in SoCal, but she loves the London look or the London style. and she just talks about like reasons why she loves people from London. That's it. Nothing else to it. But yeah, it's okay though. But next song is called "Soon You'll Get Better." Now this song, I actually didn't know, but like I just found out recently um, that like I guess it's like I think it's pretty hard to pick up on, but I guess the song "Soon You'll Get Better" is actually about Taylor Swift's mom having cancer, which is pretty sad. Like, wow, Taylor made a song about that, and she said it was like hard for her to like um, want to like sing it or listen to it even. So I'm like, wow, that's really something deep to make a song about. So like, it's basically just about like her comforting her mom when she was sick, and she basically says in the song that like I wouldn't want to live without you. I don't know what I would do without you. I don't know how I would continue living. So like, and then it's like please don't go. Like it's like a really emotional song. Like the thing about the song is it's pretty. I mean monotone is kind of like a negative turn from it, but it's pretty like pretty even tone throughout the song, so it's easy to not like see like the deep emotional meaning to it if you don't like listen to the lyrics or try to like understand like the deep meaning to it. So it can be easy to miss, but it's an emotional song. That's a good song. Um, I I mean like I said, the melody is a little bit monotone, but really deep meaning makes up for it. It's definitely a solid song for its meaning alone, and it still has a solid beat despite being a little bit monotone. But the next song is called "False God." Um, this song is about Taylor like um, not really having a religion, I guess, and this person who she's in a relationship with, um, she like considers them God because like worship they're she's basically saying like the love she has with this person is being worshipped like a god. I guess like it's really hard to phrase how it is, but like basically she doesn't believe in a real god. She just believes in the god of love, you know, like even if it's with like blind faith. And um it's not the most catchy song for sure. It's a little with like the melody, but I enjoy it. That one also kind of grew on me. I mean, it's definitely not terrible, not bad at all. Um, but I mean, it's a little lower, but it's a decent song. The next one is called "You Need to Calm Down." This is also a great song in the fact that it advocates for both rights against like chauvinistic men and like right also activism for gay rights, which is good too. Um, it's the first verse is about like like an aggressive guy who's trying to like hit on a girl really hard, and like Taylor's saying like you need to calm down, like um, basically to them. And then like the second verse is about like you know people being angry and hatred towards like gays, and she's saying like that's not going to change whether or not they're gay. And like so it's like a double meaning song, I guess. And that is definitely one of my favorite ones. I love the whole song, like inside and out. Like it's an amazing song. That's definitely one of that's definitely up there the favorites, I'd say. The next one's called Afterglow. Um, this one is about basically like a I guess like a rough patch that Taylor had like in a relationship where like she went through some bad things with a boyfriend and had to break up with them, but like um, and feels bad about it now. And it's basically like saying like she wants to meet them in the afterglow, is in like I guess like if there was an afterlife, like she would want to meet them and just like start over again, or just like have it like there wouldn't be any consequence to them getting back together again. I guess like that kind of thing, like to where like there would be no memory of what had happened in the past. Just meet me in the afterglow. This is just where we meet. Even though all this stuff happened, I'm so sorry. Yada yada yada. But like, I mean, that's pretty cool though. The next one is Me. Um, Me obviously has Brandon Urie. He actually does pretty great in it, even though I don't like Panic at the Disco in particular. But Brandon Urie does great in this song, along with Taylor Swift, and it's a pretty catchy song. Of course, it's about like nobody's gonna stop you from being you, I guess. And Taylor's saying this is unapologetically me, and this was the first song that came out like to support the album, and a lot of people like were actually like not liking it, which I was surprised by. But I mean, I would say it's definitely not the best song, but it's up there. Um, I would say it's really solid. I really enjoy it. It's just a fun, joyful song to listen to. I mean, there's no other better way to put it. It's just really fun to listen to. But I would say there was a controversy with taking out a song lyric in the song that said "Hey kids, spelling is fun," which is like pretty pretty noticeable. Like when you listen to it, and then you're like now it just feels like something's missing there. So it feels a little weird, like just listening to it like that, because like there's like some controversy about like the song being too like silly, I guess, and then like Taylor removed this lyrics that said, "Hey kids, spelling is fun," like. And now, like you just listen to it and there's nothing there, and you're just like, But it's still an amazing song, regardless. It's all good though. It's all good. It's still an amazing song, either way. But next one is a pretty simple one. If you're the person who's a friend of Taylor Swift, well, hopefully you don't mind being in the friend zone because this song is about you. It's basically Taylor saying, she doesn't necessarily need a boyfriend or a relationship to have good support in her life. The song is called "It's Nice to Have a Friend," so she's basically saying it kind of speaks for itself. She's saying like it's nice to have a friend who you can just talk to, who can support you. You can play video games with them, do different things, and like not have to worry about committing to a relationship with. Um, yeah, I mean, it's a pretty simplistic meaning. There's not a whole lot of lyrics in the song actually, but and it's a pretty short song too. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites. It's I think it's like too overly simplistic for one of the songs, but like it's definitely a great addition to the album, and I don't expect every song to be like a complete like amazing addition to the album. But like I mean, this one's a great one for almost coming to the end of this. And the last one is called Daylight. Daylight is a special song, in the fact that it really ends the album on like a good note, I would say, with just like saying that she's found love and she sees it as daylight, and it's this golden thing now, and it's no longer red, which references her old album Red, where she said love was burning red. Now she sees it as golden, and she basically just goes throughout the whole song saying like, um, love is amazing. I found it. It's golden, and then like it's just an amazing meaning, and it's a really like beautiful, wholesome song, and just it feels like the perfect way to end it. Um, and while I do say that, I mean I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite songs by her on this album, but I mean like it's a really solid song to end it. A great way to end it. And at the end of the song, she says like a spoken message on the phone. It's like something like I don't want to be remembered for the things that I hate, or I want to be remembered I don't want to be remembered for the things I'm afraid of. I want to be remembered for the things I love. And then she says like, you just are who you love, and it's just like so wholesome, so great. And then the album just ends like, what a what a fantastic way to end an album. Like I just love that. Like, and then just slowly fades out. Like it's just so like it's just such a magical album. I just adore this album so much. And honestly, like I had trouble like not listening to this like today. Today I listened to it for the last time, for a little while, for the sixth time, and finally put on a different CD. And I was like, holy crap, like I'm actually not listening to this now? Like what? Like it felt so weird to have to take the CD out when I Forgot That You Existed started playing. Like every time that song starts playing, I just want to like listen to the old album again, because that song is the best way to start an album, and just like it just reels you back into this entire amazing plethora of music that comes out of this album. And it's hard to like to be like, yeah, gonna have to stop it right there. And you're like, no. But I mean at the same time, like I've listened to it like crazy, so I don't want to like get sick of it. Like I'm like, okay, I think I've gotten my fill. But like sometimes like you wish like, I'm sorry to go on like a tangent, but like sometimes like you wish like you could like turn back time so that you could like enjoy something for the first time again. You know, I would say that like I wish that with Lover, um, because it's just an outstanding album, and I'm sure I'll definitely listen to it again sometime, of course. But for now, I I gotta get excited for it again. So yeah. But one last thing I did want to show you guys is that the album did come with a poster. Um, you can see it there. I'm really bad with camera. Yeah, it's right there. It's one of the four posters that you can get from the deluxe version. So each version has its own poster. So that was the poster that came with mine. It's pretty cool. But yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I just really wanted to show my appreciation for this album. You know, one last thing, of course, I will assess. This album is no After Laughter. It's not quite my favorite album of all time. It's not After Laughter. It's really damn close. It's really damn close. I would say I would say this album is top three favorite albums of all time for me. It's right up there with Joanne and After Laughter. I would say it's yeah. I would say it edges out Joanne, Lady Gaga's Joanne. But yeah, just not quite After Laughter. But like holy crap, like this album is amazing. Like I was hyping it up so long, and like I heard about it like when it first was announced in like May, and like well April the single came out, and then like it was just the album was eventually announced as well, and then like more singles came out, and I just kept getting more and more hype for it, and like now it's like it lived up to my expectations. So I'm just so happy I got such a great album that I was just waiting so long for. So I couldn't ask for better, you know. And like, with the current state of music today, sometimes you start to wonder like, is there gonna be any good music that comes out? But there is with this album. Like, it's so great. It just came out on August 23rd, like literally 10 days ago, and it's amazing. So I really appreciate it. But but yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'll uh, I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, and yeah, this is definitely the best Taylor Swift album. All right, see you guys.